Ross Thomson.
Thank you very much, Mr Deputy Speaker. And I'd like to congratulate those members who helped secure today's debate on this very important matter. The persecution of Christians around the globe is felt by many, both within and out with the Church, and in my constituency as well as further afield. Because leaving Christians overseas vulnerable to persecution would be a gross abdication of the global responsibilities this country has worked ceaselessly to uphold over many years. The very birthplace of Christianity is under threat. Christians in countries across the Middle East find themselves driven from their homes, imprisoned, tortured or killed on the basis of their faith that they hold or the texts that they follow. Whether it's Daesh in Iraq and Syria, the continuing spectre of Boko Haram in Central Africa presents a very real existential challenge for the free practice of religion in these regions. The presence of Christianity in more parts of the world faces nothing short of a complete extinction, while governments fail to provide a bulwark to the tide of attacks on Christianity. Christians in communities across the world under oppressive governments or who are the target of militant groups take little comfort from warm words. For a child left parentless after her family was executed for attending church, condemnation provides no salve. For a pastor standing in the ruins of his church, statements of support ring hollow. We can do more, and we must do more to help bring the persecution of Christians to an end. So I do welcome the recommendation of Bishop Churo's review, showing the clear steps that this government can take, and I am encouraged by the words of many colleagues that demonstrate the constructive spirit in which we all are willing to work in. The challenge that faces all of us in ending the discrimination and violence against Christians is a monumental one, but I must say that the Churo report does leave me optimistic for the future of religious freedoms. This review makes concise, achievable recommendations that draw on the talents of our unparalleled diplomatic networks. The Foreign and Commonwealth Office has immeasurable experience in helping some of the world's most vulnerable people when they need it most. And now is the time that we use this experience and influence to protect Christians who face the most unimaginable treatment for following their faith. And I congratulate the Government on its unequivocal support that it gave to defending the rights of those Rohingya Muslims in Burma. Because this support demonstrated the impact and the reach that our country has when we lead international responses to protect those suffering from religious persecution. The systematic denial of freedom of religious belief is becoming entrenched by extreme nationalism and militant extremism in all corners of the world, and we cannot afford to hesitate. This Government has shown it is able and willing to lead an international response that tackles these injustices. The responsibility now rests on this Government to agree a strong collective response with freedom and tolerance at its heart. Thank you very much, Mr Deputy Speaker.